here. Hi! Hi everyone, welcome back to another after show. I don't have makeup on because I slept in and I just came on, but this is me. This is the real me. Love me for who I am.
This
please.
is what Radio Rebel is all about.
Womp
womp.
Oh my god. Welcome everyone to another after show. This is our second to last after show. Isn't that so sad?
That's so scary.
Dang.
I think when we do our final after show for this season, I'll disregard the normal days that we do it, and I'm gonna straight up work out a day where all of us can be there, so we can have a proper after show. We'll figure it out. I'll at least try and get most of us. I'll start, or I'll start after this. I'm gonna start trying to schedule it.
Fair enough.
We can do this. I believe in us.
I believe in you and your commitment to getting that to work.
How are we feeling about, last session?
Oh boy, what a time.
Or even the fact that it's the second to last session, everything's coming to a head.
Oh, it's scary. It's scary. I don't like
the
this.
Story
There's only one episode left
far?
of this season. It's scary. Yeah, holy shit. Last episode was fucking wild. I died.
Yeah. Almost.
That was crazy. Nah, Ash believes they're dead. Okay, listen. When you very specifically said, I felt like I died, and then I woke up literally on the very edge of the underworld. It doesn't get closer than that.
That's what I say. There's a question that is very on topic for this from Tara, as per. We love Tara. Shout out to Tara.
Shout out Tara.
Love you so much, Queen. In the party, just Jezebel and Ash have come scarily close to full death. How are they dealing with that little trauma bonding?
I was saying this after the session that I was like, oh, we have an opportunity to do a fun mirroring thing of Ash getting mad at Jezebel when Jezebel tries to check on them after they've died, and B was like, that's not how they're gonna react though, and I was like, fair enough.
I will be dead inside, literally. So you should absolutely check in on Ash, but it won't be the same. It will be very different. But I do love the mirror. I'm very excited for that. It's gonna be very fun.
Yeah.
I do think it's also
only 2 of you have nearly died. I feel like I failed.
Yeah.
What's happening?
What do you? Hold on.
You should try harder.
In my defense, I thought I was gonna get more of you in the Achilles fight, but you guys are too smart. You're smart little cookies, and you figured out how to get rid of Achilles immediately. And I was like,
it was close. Justin was almost just like, I'm gonna stab him.
Last session, Maddie really went, I haven't killed enough of you yet. Roll a dice. Ash, okay. That's literally what
And
happened.
even then, I'm still a coward because I didn't kill you. I will soon.
You should have. Do it. I'm not afraid. I am afraid. That's the joke. I am afraid. I'm a coward.
We shall see in the future. You, the audience, don't know this, but very much like this season was the intrigue season, the figure out the plot season. Next season is the combat season. So maybe there'll be some more.
Maybe I'll finally take levels in fighter.
Ooh.
Or maybe you'll finally use your psychic blades. Or maybe miracles will happen.
That is something I could do, but I could also just use.
What if I didn't?
When I do use a knife, then it's more likely to hit. I'd also just like an AC above 11.
That's real.
That's so
I was talking to John,
so
who was in our one shot, and he was like, "Oh, I'm playing a Whisper's Bard," and I was like, "Yeah, we have a Whisper's Bard. She hasn't used her blades yet." He went, "What the fuck?"
I like using spells.
I was gonna say probably you could take. I guess it's always the thing of what are your other stats which are high? Like, do you have higher strength, higher con, or higher dex? Because if your dex is pretty good, you could take some vibes in monk, because then you would get unarmored defense.
That's true.
I think Milo might get some levels in monk. We've been. Where can you watch all the episodes? You can watch all of the episodes on YouTube. Here you go.
Yeah.
Here is a link. So yeah, if you head to my YouTube, there's a playlist with them all. We upload them pretty soon after they go up on Twitch. But yeah, you can find all of them there, captioned and all, except for the last two, because Riverside removed the captioning system that I always use. So I just kind of went, I'm just gonna upload them, and during the break I'll try and figure out how to caption them.
How will we get our
But
funny
at least
spellings of Monique
the
now?
top, I know, right? The first, like, 7 are fully beautifully captioned, and then, like, 2.5 of them are kind of shittily captioned, and then, like, 1.5 of them are, like, just YouTube auto captioned. I'm so sorry. I will work on it during the break, I swear. Hopefully you'll take that much time to work your way through them. Alright, a question for me. Persephone is not single, so I'm just gonna ask, hey Hades, can you fight? Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, he can
Yo.
fight. It has been said that he can fight.
And he will fight.
Yep. You ever read the myth of Sisyphus? He can
Oh my
fight.
That gives such vibes of, have I ever told you the story of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
That is me in this campaign. It's just like, you can try, but have you ever heard the story of this? Didn't work out too well for them. It was kind of like when you guys were like, should we kill the Cyclops? And I was like, yes, kill the Cyclops, you fools. Kill the Cyclops, those who haven't read the Odyssey. Go.
Yep.
It worked out so well for the last guy
God.
who killed the Cyclops.
I wasn't even thinking about that. I was thinking about like, oh, nobody, but I was very much just like, well, this is just a guy and his pet. We shouldn't get him.
Exactly. You did
He's
the right
just a little
thing.
guy,
He's just some
who
guy.
Who could harm
We came
this
into
little
his
guy?
yard, fucked around with his dog.
It has been interesting, because when I ran a similar campaign to this, they had the ire of Poseidon from day fucking one. And the way that I haven't had to include that has been strange. I've been like, oh yeah, you guys can just sail, and it's probably going to be fine. That's crazy.
Oh, that would have been fun.
Yeah, I mean, like, sailing isn't good for Ash's mental health, but aside from that, we're good.
I was thinking, it's kind of interesting that, like, I feel like everyone else's fear room was very much aimed at, like, a moral part of them. It affected, like, a question or a fear about themselves that felt very, like, metaphorical rather than physical. And then Ash's was very physical and almost, like, quote-unquote simple in a way that it was...
mental things
Yeah,
that
it
they
was
have
a
to
fear
work
of
out,
water.
and then Ash's is just, you can't swim.
Exactly.
Dumbass.
And then Morpheus made up for that. About 5 minutes later, when we went, oh, you fear dying?
You're made of
So in a
dead
way-
bitch, well, you're fucking
In a
dead
way,
now.
like, the dice kind of were like, this is an error.
The dice really said,
let
no,
us,
Ash, you
let
haven't
us
suffered enough.
recorrect this part. That was about Monique. Maddie, how did you and James coordinate making the fun puzzle maps? Well, Paige, James, and I got on a Discord call because James knew from the beginning that I was going to have one big dungeon, one small dungeon. This was the big dungeon. And I was like, look, I kind of like mazy dungeons, but at the same time, I would, and then I was like, I did a mazy dungeon the first time that I did this, and the rooms were themed after general fears and phobias. And then I was like, nah, I want to make this shit personal. So then
Wow.
I think I'd already asked you guys for your fears, and then we went through each fear and we
You
started
did.
brainstorming. Because, yeah, James basically already knew that he was going to make a dungeon for me from,
You
like, day
messaged us
one.
out of nowhere, being like, "Hey, what's your character's worst fear, actually?" And you have to tell me like right now.
I
Yeah.
thought it was gonna. I thought it was related to like the boat stuff when we ran into
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Scylla.
thought so
I think
too.
Because I was like, oh yeah, and
I
then
like that the
it
boat stuff
passed,
happened,
and you
and then
and then
Phobos
you
and
also
Deimos
followed up.
happened, and I was like, oh, they're gonna think it was for that. This is gonna take them completely off guard.
I thought it was for Phobos and
Deimos.
Oh yeah.
Deimos. Yeah, I thought
There's
it was
so
for
many-
that. I thought it was specifically for that.
When you guys were like, oh, so that's why you asked what our fears were, I was like, ah, yes, of course.
Yes, yeah, but of course, you
Wow.
silly people.
I
Yeah.
love the Magnus archive.
Yeah, then we brainstormed some ideas, and then James was kind of like cool, and he was like writing down notes, and then he basically went away and then just like put them in note form and was like, okay, what do you think of these? We did some shifts arounds, because originally the vibe for Jezebel's room was going to be for Ash, and then I liked it more for Jezebel, so we changed that, and then we did the water thing for Ash, because I was kind of like, I got the water thing from B, and I was like, that's too simple. I want to fuck with them. But then I was like, never mind.
Damn it.
Simple is better. And also we
gave
had a
me a
lot of
little
combat themed ones, and I wanted some more that was like more like ooh, spooky ooky. So we did that, and then I was like, I want some of them to be combat to wear them down, but I want some of them to just be like the usual puzzles, because we love that with dungeons. And yeah.
We love that with dragons too.
Yeah, exactly. And then James made them for me and then sent them to me, and I was like, holy shit, you knocked it out of the park. And I remember he sent me the Astral Olympus one first, and I went, I make it more broken. I need blood everywhere, and I want 2 stacks of bodies here and here. And James was like, Jesus
There's
Christ,
not enough
okay.
dead people in this room, actually.
Um,
I need more dead people. Can you do that for me? Thanks.
so yeah, and then in addition to that, did you test the puzzles, and how did you decide on the time limits? We tested the puzzles in the way that James sent them to Paige and I, and we went, yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, if they can't figure it out, fuck them.
Because it was funny, because I remember the Myla puzzle got sent to me, and I immediately went, okay, yeah, that's how you solve it. I wonder if that will be too easy. And then you guys went in and you were like, but they're all words. And you got so distracted. I was like, oh shit, never mind, this was perfect. Because I was like, oh, so you just click the letters on each, like that was my first thought. And I went, so you just click the buttons on each word, and the words. And then you guys were like, maybe the words mean something. And I was like, oh shit. Because that's why I only gave you 5 minutes. I was like, this one's really easy. How did I decide on the time limits? In the moment. Straight up, we arrived and I went, 7. Bonk. You guys do really well.
I was panicking so hard with Justin's because my pen was not working whatsoever on Roll20, so I was like, the guitar.
Also, Faye, I don't know if you also caught it. Did you also, when we were like trying to strategize and shit, and Ree started taking over, did you also hear Elizabeth leak out? Am I crazy?
Yes,
You did?
That is
okay.
correct. Yes.
Because I know you're the only other person that would get that reference.
Elizabeth is Ree's LARP character from Empire LARP. So, like, heard her go Scottish for a second. We both went,
Ree, I need everyone in there. I was like, oh my god, I'm back on the battlefield with Elizabeth. Holy shit.
Oh,
back in the
God.
physics block.
Where's my bow? Where's my arrows?
Oh shit, that was so funny. I literally just immediately it came out because we'd just been at LARP that past weekend, so Ree was just like, I'm back in the zone. I gotta get people to listen to me. I gotta go Scottish. It's great.
Period.
So
Love
good.
that.
Love you, Ree. We love you so much. And we love Elizabeth too. Great times. Great times.
Just gonna put some music.
I love when Ree yells at me in Scottish.
Yeah?
Word, it might be
Yeah?
really loud
Yeah,
at
it's
first.
just, you know. Maddie, what's the next question, please?
Okay.
No, let's just soak in this. Like a hot tub of mud.
I don't
Let's
want to.
soak.
No one's swimming.
I don't want to.
How is everyone feeling after facing their fears, actually? Did the nightmares help your characters or start to overcome them, or did they just make them worse?
I mean, it's hard to overcome. I think not really for Ash, because the thing was, it was more of, so it could have, there were ways that it could have been done, or that would have helped Ash get over it, but we were so focused on getting through it quickly, I think, that we basically just went, Ash, just cling to me and I'll swim for you. But if it had been that thing of being like,
Hi,
it's
Dice
this
Cream.
easy.
Sorry, continue. Dice Cream came in chat and said
Hey,
hi.
yo!
Kevin, what's up? Yeah, no, if it had been that thing of like actually like being like, Ash, it's okay, like this is how you swim, and literally like trying to take that time to maybe even just like teach Ash how to swim a little bit, that might have helped, because that's where a lot of the fear stems from. Is like, I don't know how to traverse this terrain. Like, I don't know how to, like, that's the scary part. Like, I don't know how to not drown, you know?
Maybe
Which is why
that'll
I'm
be a
like, Ash
fun
doesn't have a swim
activity
speed, because
if you
Ash
guys
doesn't know
ever
how
get
to.
back to the island.
So,
You'll be
yeah.
like, well, you've seen the worst part. Now let's go swimming.
so.
I think I need to journal a bit for Jezebel before I come to the conclusion. But I think it's not quite less. It's like on a different plane now of like, okay, this happened, and now my friends don't get that I'm a threat. Like, this happened, and I could have almost killed one of you. Or more of you.
They accepted
If
it
I
too
hadn't-
quickly.
Yeah, they accepted it. Like, hey, let's not. I was like, if someone does control me, or if I become like this in some way, shit's fucked. At least, like,
Yeah.
you need to at least be comfortable with the idea that you need to fucking get my ass. Like, I want you to get my ass if this happens. Not like, not just like, okay, thank you for like accepting that this wasn't my fault. I
Love
could
you
have
guys so
killed
much.
you.
Get it together.
What?
Yeah. Literally, it needs to be like the Batman contingency plan thing for the Justice League. You know what I mean? Like, Jezebel's like, no, you need to have a way to beat me. Like, if I lose it, y'all need a way to beat me.
Yeah.
Please.
That is
I'm
forever
begging
one of
you.
my favorite Liam O'Brien quotes of like, I love you all very much as my family. I have a plan to neutralize each of you.
For real.
I think. Oh, there is.
That's like Chiron energy, I feel.
That's some Chiron King shit right there.
That's something. I'm not sure if I still have it in my brain.
Jezebel, fear, madness,
Jezebel,
control.
fear,
Friends are too
neutralizing.
trusting.
Magnus Archives.
Magnus
Sorry.
Archives.
Sorry. Wrong
Bring it
train.
back, bring it back.
Oh, wait. Oh. I don't know. Maybe I'll remember it later.
Womp womp.
So essentially, no, it didn't help overcome them.
It
Yeah.
didn't. Not really. It's more just like, okay, this is something that can happen.
It made it
And
worse.
you guys need to be ready.
Yeah.
Love. What were
Pretty
the other
much.
guesses y'all had for who the mother was before it was revealed / obvious?
Let me get my fucking notes out.
Gaia was
Now I'm
like,
throwing
or
him off
Gia
his
as I say it. Gia was definitely like, I was like, especially with how like we saw people getting around with like the going through the earth shit. I was like, that seems too obvious. But also, someone just being able to just travel through the earth like that. I mean, there's someone who's pretty good at that shit. Like, you know. So like that was one of my main guesses. I think. I don't think. I did not guess. Like who it actually was. Like that did not even cross my mind. But it was one of those things where like as soon as it came up, I was like, oh, it's so fucking obvious, and I'm an idiot. What? I think, although, well,
Yeah.
no, I say that, but also at the same time, I was like, just because random encounters and stuff like that, we haven't faced that many monsters yet. So if we had been, like, if this had been, like, I know for this side of it, like Maddie, you said we've been focusing a lot more on, like, story and roleplay stuff, and then part two is going to be where the combat really hits a lot. If we had been getting a lot more like combats of just like monsters randomly coming after us, especially if it had been random, like because at first when we got the storm spirits, which was the main thing we got immediately, I was like, oh, that's Zeus shit. Got it. He's
That
mad.
was on
Makes sense.
purpose.
I know.
I was like,
I know.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
s-
yeah.
I
But
s-
then,
yeah,
like
I
after that,
sent-
we didn't really get a
yeah.
monster encounter for a while. So I was like, so I had no reason. But if it had been something completely different, it would have been that thing of like, wait a minute, Zeus doesn't have domain over that. That doesn't make sense. And then another random monster encounter, and then another random monster encounter where it seemed like they weren't connected. It's like none of these monster encounters are connected. How? What's the one connecting factor? Oh, they're monsters. That's the only thing that connects them. And then it would have come through a little bit more. But
You
we didn't
guys
get
rolled
that many
really well in the
encounters, so-
encounter table. What usually
Mhm.
happens is you get bombarded frequently by air elementals, and then just keep thinking it's Zeus, because it was like in the original prophecy where it says like the storm's patience wanes. Was always meant to be like oh, that means Zeus, and then you realize later that it's actually Typhon.
Also,
Ah.
fun thing, lovely little thing that no one is mentioning, and I just something that just really gets me about Typhon, because also as well when we were talking about Manhattan and stuff like that, I was just like, hang on a minute, I swear this is also a prison for a certain someone as well, right? Because obviously, like, I was like, because I know that Hephaestus has a forge on top of it, because that's the whole. Hold on, and like I thought about it, and I was like, this is interesting. This probably isn't important, but maybe it is, and then turns out it was. But
I just
one of the
feel-
other fun things about this as well with Typhon, it's my favorite thing, especially like gods being like, ha ha ha, yeah, we beat him. It's like, no, you didn't. You slowed him down. You couldn't beat him. That was the whole thing. So you threw a mountain on top of him to give him a big old nap, and that was it. You never he never died.
He was
Like-
literally created to be Zeus's like perfect equal.
Yep. Mhm.
He was made to kill the king of the
Yep.
gods.
Yep.
And like the reason I made him my villain is because I think in Percy Jackson they did not make him a big enough villain, and they didn't do him the justice that he deserved. He like showed up with the other giants. By the way, he's not a giant. He's
No.
like he's a god. And like he was just like killed by Poseidon. And I was just like,
Yeah.
no, this motherfucker is a world destroyer, is the destroyer
Yeah, it
of
was
worlds.
that
like,
whole thing. That was the one thing about that, and I think is probably one of the things that I think. Not gonna lie, I will say this. People can feel free to disagree with me about the Percy Jackson books. In both Percy Jackson and the Olympians and Heroes of Olympus, the last book, especially like the ending fights, are the weakest part of the whole series. Like the whole thing with Typhon, like, it's like he's coming and he's coming across the country and it's gonna be a whole thing and you guys gotta do something, and then he got just downed immediately as soon as he stepped in the river by Poseidon, was very anticlimactic. So was Blood of Olympus. Like that, I was like,
I still haven't
Okay.
finished Blood of Olympus.
yeah, it's no spoilers, but like when it happens, you're like,
It's been years.
oh, I mean, yeah, I know they said that's how they beat them, but like, really? Like, they took it way too literally in the fact that it's like, oh, yeah, if we both punch you in the face at the same time, you die. It requires the full strength of a demigod and the full strength of a god to beat you. It's just oh no, literally, with our powers combined, we can just flick you on the nose and you're dead. And it's like, well, that kind of feels boring. That kind of makes it
Anyways,
anticlimactic. But,
Faye,
yeah.
what were you gonna say? You have your book.
I do feel incredibly vindicated because
Mhm.
after session 7, that was the first time that I did try and pull everything together, and the first possibility that I put down was Echidna, mother of monsters, and then Gaia, hates the gods, mother of a bunch, and like trying to, and I
People
put
said
down a bunch of like
people said Hecate
I put
a lot.
Hecate
A lot of
because
people
it was
put
like,
Hecate.
oh, dark mother. But again, I was like, I have a problem of not looking at the most obvious solution and being like, no, it's got to be more complicated than that.
Yeah.
Even though that's just good writing. You gave us the indicators and we moved right past them.
Yeah, you gave us the glowing neon sign, and we said, "No, that's
no, it's too simple.
That's
too easy.
That can't
Take
be
the
it.
back alley."
There's no way.
I think also one of the other things that might have confused people is that, like, I think from the get-go, especially with the whole thing with Mount Etna, is that Typhon was incredibly obvious. But I think, like, as soon as I was just like, no, it's a she, it's a mother, you guys were like, okay, she is the big bad evil guy, so the big bad evil guy has to be a woman, rather than being like, it's the two of them.
No, but I kept being like, okay, but there's a mother, but it's very specifically from the mother to the father, so I'm like, there's a mother, but there's also a father, but like, the father is basically non-existent. Now that I think back on it, I'm like, that makes so much sense because it was all this focus around the mother and nothing to do with the father. And I'm like,
the father's
but the father is important. There's a mother and a father. So who's the dad and why is he not being mentioned? Now it's obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was interesting to see, like, comparing parties I've played this with of, like, who they blamed. Because the other party, and I think this was solely because they didn't have Hugo. You guys had Hugo, and that's what made it different, is they thought Morpheus was the bad guy the whole time.
Oh,
they always thought he was the big bad evil guy. So when they went to the dream plane, it was to, like, defeat Morpheus, and until they got there, and then Morpheus asked them for help and said that there was some sort of darkness there controlling them, and they went, oh, so it's not Morpheus. But I think because you guys had Hugo, who was, like, connected to Morpheus really heavily, it was kind of like a, and also the fact that, like, Hugo was in trouble, you guys were like, we're rescuing people.
Our little boy, our little guy. I can't let anything happen to best boy Hugo.
Yeah, that was fun.
I can finally sleep now. Sleepy little guy.
Yeah, and I think another cool point to make is to think about how much destruction Echidna and Typhon have managed to do so far, and how much they've managed to achieve. Yeah. Considering Echidna's body is still in Tartarus and Typhon is still trapped under a volcano, and they've managed to do this much.
So what I'm hearing is that, like, as much as we were like, oh yeah, the volcano encounter thing, like, yeah, we have to fix this. If we'd fucked that up, basically campaign's over. Because fucking Typhon wakes up, right?
You guys...
That would have been bad.
You guys did a good thing there. I think you thought it was for a different reason. And so did the gods. But you absolutely slowed something down.
Yep.
Good job.
Scary.
I think originally, it was someone said, I can't remember who said this to you guys, but maybe I said it to Monique, but I was just like, yeah, it looks like the Forge has gone to shit a lot faster than it should. Or like this, it's strange that this has happened, because most likely it could be that Dionysus it doesn't know how time works, or that's what he assumed. He's Dionysus. Fuck knows. I beg to know the character details / stats for Achilles. That was an intense fight. Yeah.
What the fuck?
So it's hard to build a singular figure to fight a group. And I built him with about 2 other people. He's been around, I've had him for a long time, but he is designed to do a lot as quickly as possible before people get rid of him. He's like, I describe him as like the poison fog that is steadily escaping, and you guys have to close the vent. You can't fight the fog, you have to close the vent. Or kind of like he's casting frequent banishment on people, because that's kind of the energy of what it is.
Yeah.
Because really, it's more of an impossible fight for him, if anything, because he can't kill you guys. But yeah, he's just popped in there as the poison fog, and you guys have to take out the vent. So he isn't built like, he's built like a monster block, stat block. Let me pull him up. He is CR 14, I believe.
What the fuck?
Hey, listen, the people in the one-shot fought a CR 14, and they were level 7.
I
And
was gonna say, I was
it.
like, bro, is only a CR 14? The fuck?
Yeah. Or maybe he's
He was
15, I
stronger
can't
than that.
remember.
Oh my
But yeah.
god.
He's,
That was crazy.
Yeah, because his whole thing was being very, very dexterous and quick.
Very, very stabby.
He is. Because that's his whole thing. He was described as like a violent tornado in fights. He just like, what's his name? Tassie Devil.
A Tassie Devil? The Tasmanian Devil, you mean?
Legit. So if he was like a D&D character, he would have been a Battle Master Fighter. But yeah,
bro's
his
crazy.
stat block is fucking huge. But yeah, he only had 3 legendary actions. 2 of those was the attack that he made against B. So essentially everything that he spent all of it killing Ash.
What
And
the
then
fuck?
he was pretty run out by the time you guys dispelled him. But yeah, he's a fast motherfucker, and he has his rage that he goes into. It doesn't make him less, it just makes him fast. Where is it? Every time he hits an opponent, he has 15 to his movement speed. And when he misses an attack or does not attack an opponent in a round, his rage ends and his speed is halved. But yeah, that was his vibes. Yeah, he's CR 15, excuse me. Yeah, he's a slippery motherfucker. And he was immune to all non-magical attacks, obviously. He got dipped in the river Styx. He's literally immune.
Bro's
Apart from his
Bro's
ankle.
insane.
And there were stats if you aimed for his ankle. There was
I was gonna
things you
stamp
could
that
do.
guy's ankle if I had the chance.
And but yeah, he didn't have too many condition immunities. He
Does
just
his
couldn't
ankle
be.
have his own AC?
He just couldn't be exhausted.
Oh,
Makes
fair.
sense.
But yeah, and then he had a lot of reactions, and I didn't use any of them because I kept waiting to use this one, and then which happens if you don't hit him. But then Theo managed to hit him every time, and I was like, holy shit, slay, I guess. Because I was like, I don't want to only hit, I want to hit someone else. And then Theo hit every single time, and I was like, ow, I wanted to stab Theo next time. But yeah, he's great. And I just know he appeared back, woke up next to Patroclus, and just went, I had a really bad dream. I had to kill people again. It was not good. Bless.
It was Pride Month.
It's okay.
He was like, it was bad. I was too good at killing.
Oh no, it's so bad. I killed people.
I killed a gay person during Pride Month.
I know. You did. What the fuck? Fucking bullshit. What the hell? Bro, that's messed up.
just
I'm gonna
reminded
cancel
me of,
you and your ankle.
That just reminded me of in the one shot when Sasha rolled insight to figure out Ash's sexuality, and Ash rolled. Both of them rolled like nat 20s, and it's like, Ash doesn't know either.
Insane.
Can't figure out what I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Wouldn't you like to know, Weatherboy?
But here's the thing, most of the time Sasha can't. He will usually figure it out before you do. Then again,
Sasha
his
just
powers
did
aren't
that
as
thing
good
where
as
he just
his
looked
daddy.
at me and just went, "The fuck?"
My favorite thing is that you guys might go back to camp and then Sasha will find out that you met his dad and he'll be like, what did he say? And you guys will be like, I don't know, he just kind of threatened us and then he left. Sasha will be like, of course he did,
Sounds about-
asshole.
Sounds about right.
It's like with Janice in Mean Girls, because like, what did they say about me? They didn't say anything. Bitches.
Son of a bitch. It's worse than
Maddie,
anything
how
they
fun
could've
was
said.
it getting to go ape shit? And by that of course I mean all the beautifully horrific death and gore. How is it likely you try and perma kill a character next session? I never say no. It was fun to go ape shit. I think I really like really emotionally intense parts of D&D. That's what I like to play. When everything feels very like I have the most fun. And
Really?
also when I get to just add heaps of trauma to my character and make it make sense in the storyline. So I attempted to hand that trauma to you guys. And also I like when I like being able to kind of make things for the characters and be like, I'm paying attention to you. Here you go. Trauma just for you. Because I think
trauma, but
it-
it's personalized
It helps
trauma.
the players feel special.
Yeah.
And also makes it make sense that they're like the main characters, because it is meant to be like surrounded by them. So yeah, DMs. Make things personal for your players so they feel special. It's very rewarding.
DMs, personalize your trauma.
Do it. I don't know if I'll perma kill a character next session. I mean, if it's any time, it would be, because then, you know, you have 2 months to make a new one. You know?
Fuck.
Yeah. Nah, who knows?
You
Who
know,
knows?
Intriguing offer.
Maybe one of you will piss off Persephone enough and she'll just kill you. Power kill.
Imagine? Oh my
Bomb. Yeah, it was really fun. I liked it.
Faye, the laugh of pure fear of just. She wouldn't do that, would you? She wouldn't do that. Would
No, I hope she does.
Oh.
no.
Yeah.
Wow.
I believe in making all of your villains NPCs from people's backstories and just catering things, because then their players are interested. Then they care, because they built it.
Wait. I just have this image now of us just being in the boat. Persephone's just Persephone's just like talking to us, and like Jezebel just says something that pisses her off. She goes, "Power would kill," and the only thing that happens is just Jezebel just like falls back, disappears, appears the other side of the wall that we can't get through, and just goes, "I'm still here, motherfucker."
No. I was literally thinking the exact same thing, but Jezebel just goes, I'm in.
I'm in.
I
Guys,
like.
I figured it
You
out.
needed a
Piss her
guy on
off.
the inside.
I'm here. No, I picture it like the, do you guys like normal butter in your popcorn or extra butter in your popcorn? I like putting Maltesers in my popcorn. I'm just gonna remove them for the chat.
Gonna remove
Wait, no.
them. Hold on, wait. I love that video so much. I love Chrissy so much.
That is Jezebel getting power killed by Persephone.
God, now I want chocolate.
Fun one.
What
Does
M&Ms?
everyone describe a plushie, teddy bear, squishmallow, etc. to give your characters for them to cling on to in these trying times, please and thank you.
No. I don't know Squishmallows that well.
Yeah.
Actually, I tell a lie. Archie the Axolotl. Yeah.
I'm
Because you
gonna
can choose one, or they said to design one.
Design one.
see. I'm gonna forego Squishmallows completely, and instead go for realism, and bring in the bear that I stole from my oldest sister when I was 7. It's grown with me. It's so big.
Aw.
I used to be afraid of this thing for I don't know why I stole it because I was extremely afraid of it because of Toy Story. I thought the bear was
Chocolates.
alive
Hi, Quincy.
and I was like it's just like keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer.
Period.
So, I think just this but maybe like a bit smaller or maybe a bit bigger. I don't know. Just
If you do want to see a battle royale tournament in Camp AI, you should watch the free one shot with Diana and Ree, in which they have a fight with 2 camp members over something that Sasha did.
Mine would be a koala. This little guy. I love him. My son.
Bless. From Straya. I'll choose for Mila.
Straya.
Mila would have a life-size lion plushie to remind her of
Yes!
lion's
Oh my
background.
god, actually. 100%.
That's all of the questions I have written down here. Let me bring in Randy and fight against the other campers. Real.
Oh my god. Quincy, no!
Oh, I will say Faye. Randy, who's Quincy's character, canonically thinks that the Dionysus kids are kind of chill.
yes.
I love that.
So you probably know him.
Vindication.
Dionysus kids are kind of chill.
He's how
Yeah.
old is Jezebel?
Jezebel's like 20, 21.
Yeah. So Randy would be nearly 30, like 29, I think, at this point. He's the son of the god of Momus, the god of satire, who got kicked out of
Nice.
Olympus for talking shit about the other gods.
I love that so much.
He hates the Dionysus, but he hates the Dionysus kids because they're from one of the big gods, the main pantheon, and he
Fair
hates the
enough.
main pantheon.
That's so
Literally, Jezebel
Who
would be
doesn't?
told that and just be like, fucking fair enough.
Yeah.
What am I?
The bit for the
Yeah.
for the trio from the one shot is that they hate the main pantheon kids because they're all minor god kids, and they had a complex about it, despite the fact that Warren, who's now dead, but the Poseidon kid was really nice to them, and they were like, man, I hate that guy. He sucks.
Man,
And
that
he's
guy's so nice.
guys
He makes
are-
it
thank
so
you
hard
so
to hate
much."
him. Fuck.
It's literally the do you want to come over to my house tomorrow? They all hated me.
They all hated me.
Hey, Mets, welcome.
God, such a good movie. I love that movie
So good.
much.
All right,
Peter
let me
Robinson's
think of
such a
some
fucking
questions.
great movie.
I'm just thinking about Meet the Robinsons.
Yep.
I think what is it? Believer? True Believer, whatever the song is. You know the one. Just give me just one more chance. I think that's a song that I try and attribute to every one of my characters just cuz I'm like, yeah!
That part.
Yes!
Well, that's a good question. What is your character's theme song, like ultimate theme song?
Pull up a playlist.
You don't have to choose one. I think I asked this before, but it was what you can do is your theme song and then score song. So theme songs is the
Yeah.
lyrics mean the character, and the score song is the song that plays while they enter the room, which is just for vibes and has nothing to do with the lyrics. For example,
So the first one?
Sasha's theme song is I'm Not in Love by 10cc, and his walk-in song is Love Cats by The Cure.
Oof.
Or the French cover of These Boots Are Made for Walking, Ces boots sont faits pour marcher. Either one of those. They both slap. I got a question. If y'all watch CR, what's a place in Exandria your character would like to visit, or would they thrive in?
Oh shit! I don't know Exandria that well. I'm not a CR person. I'm really not.
Everybody wants to rule the world. Tears for Fears, real.
So for the first question, I think for Ash, Wild Horse would be, Wild Horses would be their like their song.
Yeah, yeah.
That's very good. That's not it at all. What?
That's the way it's gonna be,
One
little
by
darling.
Grace Power.
That's just what I pictured.
I think the song that like the lyrics attribute to, I think Dirty Imbecile by the Happy Fits.
That is
think
in
that-
so many of my character playlists.
As is mine.
If I'm so smart and I'm so pretty, damn this town and damn this city.
And I'm so sorry, but Crazy Equals Genius by Panic in the Disco.
I mean, what are you gonna do?
what
are
can
you
I do?
gonna
What can I do? My hands, they're tied.
In terms of your question about Exandria, what the fuck is it called?
Oh, there's also, I think just as like passive, like this is something I imagine in like disparate to like the like tonally, like if you were like watching this as like a show or something, like a TV show, of like watching Jezebel move through a party and like the music doesn't match the scene, like it's like there's lots of lights, there's like smoke going around, there's like all these sort of things like going from room to room and like following her.
I remembered it.
Just, yeah. Grasshopper Waltz by Enzo Corny.
Oh my god.
What? I feel attacked. I need to leave.
Alright. To answer the critical role question for my NPCs, for Sasha it's Kymel. For Hugo, probably like Vasselheim or some shit. That feels like it's in his fantasy. Anyways. I'm thinking for the others.
I don't recall enough. My only response to that question is Exandria. I hardly know. Sorry.
For Ash,
It's my only answer.
it's Rexentrum because it's landlocked.
My answer
I feel attacked actually by this. I'm in this picture and I don't like it. Stop.
Ash would like Huppadook. Actually, you're so right. No. Fucking Jezebel would love Huppadook. It's
Oh yeah?
I think it's gnomes. Correct me if I'm wrong. Gnomes
Oh
and dwarves.
fuck yeah.
Gnomes and dwarves, and they have parties that hop to every single night, and all of them get fucking shit faced.
Good for them.
They love
I-
to party.
My answer to this question is also, I don't play Dungeons and Dragons.
Real.
What?
Sorry. I'm not into that nerd shit.
Yeah, what the fuck?
So Maddie, Miss Deity of the Demis, how early did you side on the mummy-daddy dynamic of an overarching theme for your twists and baddies? The night before. So when I was talking to Hannah about playing Kaya, and I was like, I remembered back when I played a character who was a traitor, and I had my get out of jail card because he wanted my character to be an NPC later, and so he said like, okay, if you need a get out of jail card, if you say this line, she'll come and get you and take you away so the party can't kill you, and gave me a line. And so I remembered that, and I was like, oh, okay, so I'll give Kaya a line, and I was like, okay, I kind of wanted to like drop through the ground or something. And it was also because I wanted her to take Hephaestus's body so you guys wouldn't get like hooked on trying to revive him or something, because I was like, that's gonna be painful and weird, so I'm just gonna take him. And then it was actually gonna be, because it was the whole idea of like it being a verbal component of needing to go from the above the ground into the earth. So I said from the mother Gaia to the father Tartarus, and then was kind of the energy. But
You're
yeah. And then it just
such a
made, and then it
fucking
ended up
line.
making a lot of sense, so that was lit.
Such a fucking good line. Seriously.
From the
oh
mother
my
to the
God.
father. For the party, what 3 to 5 colors would represent your character's vibes? Multiple shades of the same color do count.
Damn.
What's on your pride flag?
Rephrase the question. What's on your character's pride flag? Oh man. There's definitely multiple blues in there for sure. Like a royal blue, but then also like a navy blue as well, for sure. Definitely some blacks and grays in there as well. Then a couple browns as well. Couple browns for the other eye. So, yeah.
I zoned out and I've been trying to figure
So,
out the
what
question.
3 to 5 colors would represent your character's vibes?
Okay, perfect.
What
yeah.
colors are on your character's pride flag? Okay,
All right.
that's the
Wine
question.
red. Yeah, I think like dark, like wine red and like dark purple, but then also like a dark green.
I'm seeing like dark gem tones.
Yeah, exactly. And then I feel like there's got to be like one like outlier, like contrasting, like maybe just like a cream.
cyan,
Like,
magenta.
Maybe almost just like gold accents.
Oh, valid. Oh, that's so sexy, dude. I'm
I
picturing
need
them
to
as...
I need to do a Jezebel like goddess cosplay.
Oh my god.
please.
I
Oh.
made a goddess version of one of my characters in Hero Forge one time. That was really fun.
Oh, I want to make goddess Ash.
Actually,
now. That would
that's
be
a cool
scary.
question. A fun fact, in Sessions Plus, I've come up with this for people, against just for them. What would your character be the god of?
Oh fuck. Fuck. Okay.
I think it would be neat to have Jezebel be like the goddess of empathy, because she doesn't come across that way.
Oh yeah.
But it is very much like not like the fear of apathy, and then also like really caring about the connections that she has.
But it's almost like she could represent the like different facets of empathy and how that can be used for good and bad.
Yeah. Of like she's never been quite on the side of like, oh fuck Kaya, but also not quite like, I mean, we shouldn't give the enemies the full benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
Yeah,
the
no,
like
honestly,
if you had a
that could work.
demigod and you gave them powers, how they could use it for good or evil. Like they can use it to understand people, or they could use it to understand people so they can
Their
manipulate
weakness.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. That would be really good for Jezebel, actually. Although it's just the immediate like intrusive thought that I had immediately is just there's like Jezebel being like goddess of empathy, but it's just they just show up every now and then, just spout off a bunch of random jokes, and then you go, no, it's okay, I'm an empath.
I'm an empath.
Guys, it's okay, I'm an empath, actually. It's like, it doesn't make me feel better. It's like, oh, it should.
What would
No,
Ash's,
because you see, I get it.
what would Ash be the god of?
Oh, fuck. I'm trying to think of a word. It would definitely be something like balance related, but I'm trying to think of like, because obviously that's already something that someone's like god.
To be
slash goddess
fair,
of, but, like,
sometimes it's if it's children, they'll give part of their usual, what they usually look after, and you're just that. Like how Apollo was the god of medicine, and then Asclepios became the god of medicine in a very specific way. Technically, Apollo still governs over it, but that's like Asclepius's whole thing.
Oh, okay. Hear me out. Hear me out. Ash be the god of good and evil. Maybe.
Like the whole
Maybe.
like being like two sides of a coin.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And
100%.
I'm gonna build on this. Hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
You and Kaya combine to become a singular goddess of good and evil, very similar to how Hecate is technically 3 people, and you guys are like a being with like 2 heads, and one of you is good and one of you is evil.
That would be scary.
One of us only tells the truth, the other only lies.
And sometimes you guys are like pictured with like half one color and half another color with like a split down the middle.
100%. I love that. That would be cool.
It's like,
Almost like that like day and night kind of vibe. That would be very cool.
Sick. Okay, for the party, it's game night and your characters showed up with a game to play for a group of friends. What game do they bring?
We're not really strangers.
Oh my god, that's such a Jezebel answer. Fuck's sake.
Thank you.
You didn't even hesitate on that.
I immediately
Oh
was
my
like, what's
God,
a
that's
game that
so-
fosters connections? We're not really strangers. I fucking love that game.
real, holy shit. Oh man. Oh fuck. I want to go chaos and just Ash wouldn't fully understand what they had done with this, but Monopoly. Like Ash wouldn't understand the carnage that they're about to cause, but I feel like that would be so funny. Like, yeah, you know, board game night, like it's a classic board game. We'll have
feel
so much
like-
fun with this. 3 hours later, I regret my decision. This was a terrible idea.
I feel like Jezebel wouldn't bring Secret Hitler but would dominate Secret Hitler and like would
yeah.
For real.
leave
And werewolf.
way
Oh my God,
too
yeah.
powerful. And like stuff like that, like secret roles games where you have to like barefaced lie to people. Like
Jezebel, you're way too good at lying, and I'm scared. You're too
I'm
good at the
actually,
scare.
and it's also funny because like 90% of the time she's just not lying. She's
Mhm.
just like, no, I'm a villager, or the worst round of all, yeah, I'm a werewolf.
what
Kill
are you
me.
going to do about it?
Look me in the eyes. I'm a werewolf.
Ooh.
Ow.
It just becomes that thing. It's just like, yeah, but well, kill me. No, Jezebel, you're not supposed to tell people when you are. I'm telling you.
Well,
I'm
No,
telling
wait,
you,
you're
but
doing
am I
it.
lying?
You're just being chaos incarnate. You're doing this to throw us off.
am I the Tana? Kill me. Find out.
Go on.
If your character was a dragon, what would be on their hoard?
Oh fuck. Oh shit. That's a good question. Fuck.
I know that part of Jezebel's is silly straws.
I was literally thinking like it's not any like one like category, like it's not just gold, it's not just books, it's a very specific lane of like this was specifically taken to confuse the people. Like it's like all the like one left socks, all the like
oh no.
like it's
Just
the
sewing
she's got a lot
chaos.
of car keys.
Just people. Trolls exist. They steal your socks, but only the left ones. What's with that?
Only the left one.
What's with that?
For the
Someone was quoting that to me the other day.
what piece does Ash choose for Monopoly?
What piece does Ash use from Monopoly? Fuck. Not me immediately forgetting what pieces exist. Either the hat or the car.
Jezebel is the little Scotty dog.
Oh my
That's so
god,
valid.
yes.
The little Scotty
You must
dog.
face my hound, and I've come to collect.
I have come to
Ow.
collect. Yep.
Ow.
Ow. Jezebel, we've stopped playing werewolf. Ow.
Oh, we'll never stop playing.
Maybe I've been a werewolf in this party the whole time and you didn't even think about it. But
Sasha
now
would
it will be in the
bring
back of your mind forever.
Sasha would bring some back alley version of Cards Against Humanity, but
Oh
it
my
looks
God,
like Cards Against
yes!
Humanity, and they'd bring it out, and everyone's like, "We've played that a million times," and he'll be like, "You haven't played this version," and it would be the most rancid, spine-crawling
Oh,
crap you've
God.
ever seen, and he's just sitting in the back like,
he's gone through and customized it, specifically taking out all the ones he considers weak and just
Yeah.
keeping all the ones that are like fucking
And then
hardcore.
he had like 15 different decks and took out the worst ones from each to create his master deck. Oh, good lord, because he would. Good lord. And then
When did Cards Against Humanity come out?
Hugo just brings up Pictionary. Probably like 2011.
Probably,
Yeah.
Hugo brings Pictionary.
Feels like a period of BuzzFeed power.
Hello,
It's like
Poppy.
Cards
Hello, my love.
Wait,
Early 2010s. Yeah, I thought so. It was
Okay.
definitely 2010s. And if, by the way, if this is aimed at you, I don't care. If anyone is still playing Cards Against Humanity at a party period, what's wrong with you? I once, in the Lord's year of 2023, saw a group of people play Cards Against Humanity for 3 hours.
Oh my god.
I was in genuine shock. I was like, every time I'd go back and I was like, they're still going. How have you not memorized the cards at this point in 2023? It's not funny anymore.
But it is, though.
I used to play it in college, and I think I still have like 90% of the cards. And part of it was that like I was sad and tired, and it was 2020, so I was like, I'll go to Target, I'll get myself a little treat. All these board games are so fucking expensive. I guess I'll just get one little tiny pack of Cards Against Humanity cards to just keep myself going.
What's so funny, though, is that depending where you are in the world, because everyone's comedy is so different,
That could
there
be
are
it.
ones that just
Maybe Australians
automatic
just
win.
don't find it funny. There is an
For
Australian
instance-
version of Cards Against
Yeah,
Humanity.
I was gonna say there's one that will, if you play this card in the UK, it will always win. No, it doesn't matter the context. If you play Madeline McCann, that shit wins.
Oh my god,
that wins.
that's so
that
funny.
wins. That wins immediately. I was gonna
Fun
say,
fact,
fucking-
my childhood pictures look eerily like her, and there was a joke for a really long time that my parents got me from Portugal in 2006. Anyways,
Manny, just check. Show us your eye real quick. Just.
I don't have Henrik Romeo. It's fine.
Oh god.
And
Faye, you looking up Madeline McCann?
Yeah! I was
she
like,
was a
oh,
famous,
the fuck
famous
was
kidnapped
this?
girl, a case that still hasn't been solved.
No.
But
That's so fucked.
I know. There's one
It's
in the
so
Australian
fucked.
one that's like Tony Abbott's Budgie Smugglers, and like Tony Abbott eating an onion, because we had this like one prime minister who was just a freak. Anyways, and I'm trying to think of who it would be. It would be Quinn. All right, Quinn's showing up with Twilight Imperium. And Twilight Imperium, if you don't know, if you haven't played it, it's so good. It is a think battleships, but 10 times more complicated. So everyone
Oh,
plays
no.
an alien
God.
nation with like ships,
no.
and it's like a war game while you're also trying to complete quests. The game
Fuck.
time on average is 8 hours.
God, no.
So Quinn shows up with this who's chow? I've played it 3 times. I'm not even
Quinn,
joking.
literally,
We played
it
it
would
for
be past your
7
bedtime when
hours.
this game
It
ends.
felt like an hour and a half. It's so
Okay.
fun.
That's fair.
It's so good because you're
So
not
it's
just trying to
Dungeons
kill
and
each other. You
Dragons.
have to negotiate, and people get so into it. It's so good. I won
Also-
once. And then everyone picked on me the next time we played it because I won. Because that's how it
Low-key
works.
disappointed that none of our answers.
It's like
were
playing
Dungeons
Risk in
and Dragons.
Space. Cash Cow, you get it. You get it.
Imagine that would be a fun thing, but maybe a little bit too meta of like playing Dungeons and Dragons as our characters playing Dungeons
Yes.
and Dragons. And that is I've listened to a lot of Dungeons and Daddies. That is a thing that happens in there, so that is partly what I'm thinking about.
You know what? That's a question I have for both of you. You can pick NPCs for you, Maddie. But what if your characters were playing D&D? What class would they pick?
Are they playing themselves?
No. If they were gonna like just make, what would their like go-to first D&D character be? Like, if they opened the player's handbook and went, okay, I gotta pick one of these. Which one are they picking?
I
First
think
time playing D&D.
I think Sasha would not do enough research into it, and everyone would know that he would thrive playing a bard, but he doesn't get it. So he would go for a sorcerer because he's like, they seem the most powerful and do spells and are like charisma casters. Or, yeah, because I was thinking maybe he would play a warlock because he's like, I want to make a deal with the devil. But also, nah, he would play a sorcerer once, see someone else play a bard, and then be a bard man.
I think Jezebel
So
would probably do rogue. She'd see like,
Rogue,
if
yeah.
you don't get caught, then you win. I can win if I don't get caught. And then it
Jezebel's
comes
out here
to that,
trying
like,
to win D&D.
yeah, that is essentially like, she's like, okay, then I'll just get good. And then, but then there's the thing of like, you roll like shit, and now you have to talk your way out of it. And like, she can talk well, but the dice won't necessarily agree with her. So like, it's like, well, shit, yeah, I'm in the jail now.
I'm changing my
Yes.
answer. Sasha wouldn't play, he'd call you an ugly nerd and then leave.
Motherfucker, that's messed up.
Hugo would
Yeah.
join and Hugo would play a support cleric.
Oh, you know what? I feel like Jezebel would also love the chaos and just purely because of how on edge it would put everyone else of playing a wild magic sorcerer.
Listen, that was me, Faye. That was the first class I ever played.
Yeah.
And I played her to level 20. Technically level 25 because we got a wish spell and we got like to be so powerful. It's like, all right, we're level 20 and then you can have 5 extra levels of some other class. So I was a level 20 wild magic and then 5 rogue.
Nice.
Also, Chelsea, with the Madeline McCann thing, I think that was just a really popular theory, but I don't think it's ever been proven.
What was
It was the whole thing with, like, it was her parents.
No one knows. No one knows.
I'll ask my parents and they'll tell me the truth.
Yeah. I'd be like, hey, so about Madeline McCann, they'll just look at you and go, who told you? The fact that literally, that's my favorite thing about that joke though, because it will win automatically in the UK, and then people in the US are like, what?
Who is that?
Who?
But we know
Who
about
made
it
that?
because we get like half and half of our media from Britain and
Yeah.
America, so we just know all. And our
That's great.
what about Ash?
Ash would, oh man, they definitely wouldn't play a cleric. Maybe, Ranger maybe? Potentially.
I feel like Ash would
Phil?
just rock up and be like, I'm playing a fighter. Isn't that what we were meant to... I thought just would rock up with the simplest character and be like,
Oh my
oh
god.
shit.
Well, oh, you know what? Ash would rock up with a human fighter. Everyone would be like, "Lol, look at you playing human fighter, you fucking nerd." But then they would go into Battle Master, and then literally by the end of the game, everyone would be praising Ash and be like, "You fucking
Ash
keep
read the
disarming the enemies.
PHP.
You keep fucking like MVP," and Ash like, "I see. I told you this was good."
Ash
You're
is
still
the one
humans.
who read the PHB, but in like a chill way, and then I feel like
Hmm.
Monique read the PHB but overthought it too much.
Hmm.
I feel like Monique would still play an artificer.
Monique would be like Ree in the fact that they would literally min-max that shit and be like, I have the perfect build that will destroy everything.
And then the DM would do something that would like be exactly what they're not good at, and then be like,
But no, see, the thing is, I've played with Ree at level 18, I think it was. It was 18 or 19. It was supposed to be level 20, and then Ree scared me into making it 18. Literally,
Bro,
Odin got
that's how
so
I'm trying
mad.
to-
It was like, Ree, you cucked me out of a level 20 wizard, you bastard! It was like, Ree scared me. I was afraid. I love you, Ree. You scare me sometimes.
I'd love to play a level 20 wizard with you. I'd love to.
Don't say it like that. Don't. No, don't do that. Don't, stop. Stop
What
it.
if
I've
I
had
was
some
I have
practice.
experience. Let me be a level 20 wild magic sorcerer again.
What if I was just a little guy, you know?
Hey, haha.
Wish I was just a funny little guy, you know?
Mon is the DM though, period. Actually, no, Ash is the DM. Ash would be the one who would end up forever
You're
DMing.
so right. You're so right. Because Ash would be because Ash would be naive enough to be the one to be like, well, I guess like I'll DM this time, and then like Jezebel, you'll DM next time, right? And Jezebel would be
Truly,
like,
Jezebel would do
yes.
some random crazy one shots and long shots, but she's not built for to do a full campaign.
That's so
Yeah, everyone-
Ash's vibe.
yeah, it would be that
Absolutely.
yeah, no, 100%. It would be that thing where Ash would DM and be like, wow, that was a great Ash. All right, someone else will DM now. Well, no one else really wants to. And then Jezebel would do it and would emotionally destroy everyone. And it would be like,
Can we
oh,
have
yeah,
a
Ash, you want to DM again? Please, help.
I think Theo would still play a rogue. Or
Oh,
they
for
would, or Theo would play a bard. Or a bard rogue. Or maybe Theo would play a monk.
Theo would play a rogue with a French accent just to piss off me.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
Bro.
It would literally look Monique in the eye every single time. Even if they're not talking to Monique's character, it would just be French accent on. I'm looking at Monique every time.
Sasha would refuse to play, but then there would be an NPC that's just based off of him, and he'd never find out.
Oh my god.
That just makes fun of him.
Truly.
Anyways, any last questions? Any last questions? How about if you guys do manage to get back to camp, who is the first person you'll talk to?
Oh man, probably Kyron.
Might talk to my little sibling, my little
Your little brother?
Robin that I forgot
Oh my
about
god, he
at
remembered
first.
his name. I'm so proud
I
of you.
did. I did remember. And the problem was that in the first session, I accidentally combined mentally Quinn and Robin. So I was like,
Mm,
is Quinn my little brother?
Quinn's
Wait a
basically
minute.
your little
No.
brother.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, probably Kyron for Ash. I didn't think we would go back, to be honest, but that's what would happen if we did.
We'll see. Exciting stuff. Any last questions in the chat before we head off? Or do you guys have any questions for each other or for me?
Yeah, I have a question, Maddie.
How
what
dare
the
you?
fuck? How dare you?
Well, the fuck is,
Can't beat that.
You know what? You're so real for that. Actually, you're so real for that.
Sippies? No. Ambrosia?
Ah.
Ambrosia, I barely know.
I don't even have my lotion over here anymore.
Moisturize me. It puts the
Fuck it,
lotion on
perfume.
its skin.
Fuck it, perfume. That's such a quote.
Real. My first question still stands, Haiti, come fight me for your wife. That man will win. He
That man
loves
will
his
look at you
wife
and go,
so much.
die. Bro would literally look at you and go, that would kill. You're dead. Goodbye.
He would laugh in your face and then send you to Tartarus.
That's a nice pit down there. Why don't you go take a dive?
Why don't you go take a dive, huh? Go swim with the fishes.
Go swim with all the monsters in Tartarus, you little bitch. Forget about it. Just like we're all gonna forget about you.
Glory, glory, what a hell of a way
hell of
to
a way
die.
to
Die.
Period.
Truly, what a way to
Alrighty, I think we'll call it there because we're at an hour and 20. We'll end it nice. Everyone, be sure to vote in the Crit Awards because they're going through it today, and fuck genocide.
Yep.
Yeah, send Ivy and the crew lots and lots of love.
Yes,
They've been
please
going
do.
through
They
it
deserve
with some awful hate mobs as of late, which sucks. Give them lots and lots of love, vote, shower all of the participants with praise. Vote, Abigail has been nominated, as has Hannah, two of our... Make sure you vote for them. Don't worry, they're in different categories, so you can vote for both of them.
You don't have to pick between your children.
Yes.
Vote for both of them.
Shower them with lots and lots of love. We'll see you Thursday. Otherwise, tomorrow I'm going to be streaming with Tom. Who knows what we're playing?
You know, or do you not know?
I don't. We might be playing Portals. I don't know what that is.
Oh.
You're gonna be playing. Oh my
Portal?
god, you guys are gonna be playing Portal 2. Oh my god, you two playing the Portal 2 co-op. Hey, you know how you thought you were gonna fix your marriage playing It Takes Two?
You're gonna
Portal
tear it apart
2
with your
will
teeth.
destroy your marriage and bury it
Listen.
6 feet under.
We've already destroyed it playing It Takes Two. So.
Yeah, and it will end up 6 feet, probably 12 feet under playing Portal 2.
Do we have a kid we have to protect who's really annoying this time?
No, but
Okay, it's gonna be great.
but Tom will keep walking up to you and doing the animation that steals your body. You'll find out what that means when you play.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Alrighty, follow them, follow the people, follow them. It's in the chat. It's there. Do the things. Say goodbye, adventurers.
Goodbye,
Bye.
adventurers.
Bye.
We'll rate
Bye-bye.
someone. I'll work it out.